I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and this afternoon I'm out in the bicycle shop, and I've got some time, so I'm going to harvest the crank off of an old junk bike that I got off of the dump. I only had 5 orders today, and I basically had everything in stock for it except the simple stoves. I had to build 2 of those, and a pot stand. So I got the rest of the day off. That's cool, and I think I'm going to build some tomorrow, but I just needed some time off. So today, this afternoon, I built a fire in the stove, warmed it right up in here. I'm in my regular shirt, and I'm going to harvest this crank. Now, I bought a new tool to do that with. It's a Park Tool CCP22 crank puller. So let me move the camera in close here, and I'll show you how to pull a crank, because these have been a real toughie for me in the past until I found this tool. Obviously, I'm not a bike tool guy. I've done everything the hard way, and I'm slowly learning. So let's take a look. Okay. Here's the crank. I've already pulled one side. And on this side, there's a nut in there. And takes a 14mm wrench and screw this nut off. There you go. Okay. Now you have this tool, and you screw this part off, and in this hole there's a set of threads on the outside edge of this hole. And what you're going to do is make sure they're clean, and these are pretty good, and carefully, if you can, get this nut started. And that's probably the worst part of the whole thing, is getting this nut started. There, I've got it started. Now let me get a wrench. And this is an aluminum arm. It's just what I want. I crawled around out on the top of the bicycle pile, and I found it on almost the top on the back side. So that's in there as tight as it'll go. And you want to make sure you've got it right to the bottom, because if you only get it in halfway, and I already did this a few times today, it'll just pull the threads right out because they're just aluminum. Okay, got to get this started. And screw it down. There we go. Okay. Now, that will pull right off. And that's, you can see, is on a tapered square shaft. Okay, I'm going to undo that lock nut, which is right-hand threaded. Get that out of the way. You're going to need that later, so don't lose it. And then I believe that this is, yeah, it's right-hand threaded. Yep, I thought it was left, but it's right-hand threaded. Now, the actual casing right here, that is just such a pain to get out, so much grinding, which I've done. Those bearings, I've got 20 sets of those. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Those bearings are cooked, but the shaft is still good. We'll save the shaft. And I believe this side over here. Okay. It took me a little while. This is the side, your chain side, and it is, as you'll see here, left-hand threaded. I knew one of them was left-hand threaded. It's the one on the chain side that's left-hand threaded. And I don't have a wrench big enough, so I'm muffing around here with a pair of vice grips. I think you guys probably can all relate to that. But next time I go to the discount tool place, I'll get me a wrench that's big enough to fit this. In the meantime, it's vice grips. We all know about vice grips. Couldn't get by without them. You can see I'm screwing it right-hand threaded, and it's screwing out. So it's definitely left-hand threaded. There. Now, I've got that, and this, and the shaft, and I've got a bunch of bearings. The bearings are in this with junk. With those, I can build a crank set for this. Now the housing that all this goes into, which is on that bike, which is going to take me probably an hour to grind and fool around with, I got to confess, yep, I wimped out. I ordered a couple of the brand spanking new ones from Atomic Zombie. They're like $14 a piece. Ordered 2 of them, so I'm going to put a brand new one in here. At my age, it just wasn't worth it for all the grinding. I ought to do a video on grinding one because it's tough. A lot of work, a lot of grinding. Real easy to spoil it, get too close to the edge and hit the threads. So I ordered some. Anyway, so when that bottom bracket housing, it's just like this, comes, I'll make a video and show you how it goes together. Cool beans. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today, like I'm having, or try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.